I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. We turn now to page 30 in the Grade 2 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We move on to chapter 6, which is the topic of keys and scales. This is part 2 now. And we're going to be learning about minor keys and how minor scales are related, or minor keys are related to major keys. And so really we just have to learn that these pairs exist, and so we see that a minor key is related to a major key and that they both share the same key signature. And so it's just a case of learning these pairs of keys. So we need to learn that A minor is related to C major and that neither of them have a key signature. There are lots of little ways in which you can revise those or use little systems to help you to remember. For example, in C major, the related key A, we can see is the 6th degree of the scale. It will always be the 6th degree of the scale, or you can count back 3 from the top to give you the related minor key. So C major and A minor are related. Now I find this quite difficult because it's remembering, is it the 6th degree of the major or the 6th degree of the minor? I don't do well remembering numbers, as it were. There are lots and lots of different ways in which we can work out these related pairs of keys. However, just for this first part, I suggest that you just basically memorize these pairs of keys. So just a little bit of revision to remember that A minor is related to C major. A minor and C major both have no sharps or flats. E minor is related to G major, in that both E minor and G major have an F sharp for their key signature, and D minor and F major are related in that they both have B flat as a key signature. There are lots of little ways, and if you find another little way, or if this particular counting up to 6 or back 3 helps you to remember, then by all means do go for that. And then we just need to bear in mind that, for example, A minor in its natural form will step up the scale with no sharps or flats. So it would be like playing C major but starting on A. E minor in its natural form will progress up the steps of the scale just as if you were playing G major but starting on an E, because they both have F sharps. And D minor in its natural form is like playing F major but starting on D, because they both have a B flat. In actual fact, there are 3 versions of minor scales. We have the natural minor, which is just the key signature alone. We have the harmonic minor, which we'll be looking into in this grade. And then later in the next grade, we'll be looking at melodic minors. So we're just going to be looking at harmonic minors shortly, but for now we just need to learn these pairs of keys. And so my suggestion to you would be to just do some revision and then test yourself in exercise 1. So rather than just looking up the answers, do test yourself, and then when you feel like you've done a little bit of revision, you think you know these 3 pairs of related keys, then you can go ahead and test yourself with exercise 1. So let's go ahead now and just check these answers. So is it true or false that C major has the same key signature as A minor? Well, that's true, because C major and A minor are related keys. Do try not to peep though, just pop a piece of paper if you haven't done so already and just test yourself on these. It's also a little bit of revision to remember your major key signature as well. So is it true or is it false that the key signature of D minor contains an E flat? Well, that's false, because D minor is related to F major, which has a key signature of B flats, not E flats. Is it true or is it false that D major is the related major to D minor? That is also false. It wouldn't be the same tonic note. In actual fact, D minor, we've already discussed here, is related to F major. Carrying on, is it true or is it false that there are two sharps in the key signature of E minor? This again is false, because E minor is related to G major, which has a key signature of F sharps, and so there is only one sharp in the key signature, not two. And then finally, is it true or is it false that there are no accidentals in the key signature of A minor? Well, that's true, because as we discussed in the first part of this exercise, we know that C major and A minor are both related, and C major has no sharps or flats, so also does A minor. It has no sharps or flats in the key signature at all, and so it's true. We have here a little information box advising us to listen to some music. Grieg's Piano Concerto in A minor is one of the most famous. It's the most beautiful piece of music, but there are many, many pieces of music in minor keys, and it's asking us to describe the mood of the music, and I suspect you will find that you would describe it as kind of melancholy. It's kind of a sadder sound than the major key, and it's interesting because a lot of kind of Renaissance Baroque music may well start in a minor key, and then at the very last note it suddenly switches in the last chord to the major key, and it's as if the sunshine just breaks out at the very end. So have a listen to some music and just take note of whether the key signature says major or minor, and just listen to the basic difference of the two keys. The major key tends to be more kind of happy, I guess, or jolly, or robust, or stronger in a sense perhaps, whereas the minor key is a more mellow, gentle, melancholy sound overall, generally speaking. And so we'll discuss this topic more in detail as we progress through the pages of this chapter. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.